We are about to begin our practice about the features of Review tab. For this we will go to the lecture folder 2.8. We'll go through course files folder, through section 2 folder, through lecture 2.8 folder, and then to original folder. In this folder we have a presentation of name Review tab practice. As you might have noticed, in lecture 2.8 folder we have another folder of name edited. This folder also contains a presentation of the same name, but it is the edited form of the presentation we saw before. We'll go back to the original folder and open this presentation by double-clicking it. This presentation is similar to the one we saw when we practiced the features of slideshow ribbon. We'll go to the Review tab. The Review tab ribbon contains various sections. The first of them is Proofreading section. It contains the spell check and thesaurus options. Thesaurus option is enabled when we are on a text. We can click on it and see that our text appears in the search bar of thesaurus and its relevant synonyms and antonyms in the following box. We'll cross it out. Then we have Smart Lookup option in the Insights section. Using this option, we can look up and surf the internet directly from our PowerPoint using the Bing search. Then we have the Translate option. The first option is enabled if we have a selected text. It also contains a mini translator. In it we have almost all the languages to which we can translate our text. Using this option we can manage the languages incorporated in our PowerPoint. Then it is the comment section. We can add a new comment by clicking this option. Add our comment. Press enter. We can delete this comment, view the next comment, view previous comment. This option enables us to view the comment span, the one which we are seeing on the right of our screen, and the show markup option, which is this red comments icon which we are viewing on our slide. Then it is the compare section. In it we have compare option, which enables us to compare PowerPoint presentations. We'll click on it to select our edited form of the presentation. We'll go through the section 2 folder, then lecture 2.8 folder, and then to edited folder. We'll select this presentation and click on merge. Before we get along with the differences sensed by the PowerPoint, we'll have to look upon our edited form of the presentation. In this presentation, slide number 1 is same as it is in the original form. In slide number 2, the picture is edited. In slide number 3, the text box no longer appears. We'll go back to our original form of presentation and see what PowerPoint has come up with. We'll click on the first slide. It has sensed that the first slide now contains a comment which we just inserted. We'll click on next to check for the next difference. We'll click on this slide change and see that there are various checkboxes to which if we click, we'll convert this image to the one we saw in the edited form of the presentation. But we will uncheck all these. This can also be performed using the accept option. It says that whether we want to accept all the changes which the PowerPoint has sensed, or we can also accept all the changes made to the whole of this presentation. Like we did before, we'll stick to the original form of the presentation. Now we'll click again on the next to see the next difference. It has highlighted the difference, to which if we check, this text box will go away, like it was in the edited form. But we will press Ctrl+Z to undo this change. Reviewing pan option, when clicked, enables the reviewing pan to appear on the right of our screen, whereas End Review finishes the compare of the two presentations. When clicked, it asks us that whether we want to keep the presentation as it is now. Now remember, if we had accepted all the changes from this option, or we had checked all the checkboxes about the differences which the compare option had highlighted, the end review would have asked the same, that whether we want to keep the presentation as it is. When we click on it, it asks us, and we say yes, we want to keep the presentation in the form it is right now. Start inking option is also an interesting option. It has features like pen, highlighter, eraser, lasso tool, select object tool, and a section for pens and highlighters. It contains a collection of built-in pens and highlighters, and also a collection of our favorite pens. There are also the options for colors and thickness of our pens and highlighters. The Convert to Shapes option in the ink art section automatically converts the ink drawings to shapes. These shapes can then be enlarged and manipulated like other objects. Next is the option to stop inking and go to the Select Objects option. We can move out of this Pens tab by clicking on any of these tabs. We'll click on Review tab for instance. This sums up our lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture.